Hi guys, also welcome back to the channel again. This is, of course, my speaking practice session where I just have to speak because I don't live in an English environment. I always say this to you guys as well that we guys don't live in an English environment. I mean, of course, I'm talking to those who truly don't live in an English speaking environment. In an English environment, you don't. I'm assuming you are not from any English speaking country or not an English native English speaker or anything. If you are, then of course this video might not be for you. It is definitely not for you because you're already surrounded by English, where you just have to speak in English. You listen to English each and every single day, each and every single time, right? So English to you is absolutely natural. But for those to whom English is not natural, like us, we just have to create an environment. I've already talked a lot about creating an English environment and what is its importance. We just have to create an English environment because being in an English environment, natural English, and I'm talking about the English speaking country or an English speaking place where English is the only survival language. It is not that easy and convenient for most of the people. Right. I mean, it's not something that you decided today that okay, I just want to work on my English, and tomorrow you can go to a native English speaking country. It's not that easy. It's not just like picking up my phone and checking Instagram. It's not that easy, and as it's not as less time consuming. So it definitely requires a lot of resources and money and time and efforts, patience and whatnot. But we can definitely create an environment of English where we are exposed to English as much as possible. Where we read English, we listen to English content, we write English, and we speak English. Of course, speaking English each and every single time in India and in most of the places of India and across the globe. Where English is not. The main language, or where most of the people don't speak, are not even bothered about English language, or don't even understand English language. Understanding English language there becomes difficult, and speaking English, which I'm talking about specifically, English speaking English becomes a pain. It becomes a big pain point for anybody who wants to speak English. But we can definitely speak English with ourselves. Like I'm just speaking right in front of a camera, and the video will definitely be uploaded on YouTube in a while, which you'll be able to see. We can talk to the customer care in English. We can talk to ourselves about variety of things in English. We can think in English. If you have any partner in your family or among your friends or colleagues or anybody in your neighborhood or anybody who is also damn serious about becoming a proper English speaker, then of course it's a very good thing. You guys can definitely continue to speak with each other because a conversation will definitely help you a lot in becoming an English speaker. See, the main goal is that you just have to speak. You just have to speak as much as possible and on a daily basis, on a consistent basis. Even if you speak less someday, you speak more someday, that's completely fine as long as you are consistent. Consistency is most important. It should not be like you spoke for 2 hours today and then you didn't speak, and then you don't speak for 20 days straight. Then you're not gonna reap the fruits out of those seeds that you're sowing because these are the wrong seeds. So this is why there is a saying that consistency beats intensity, right? You may be intense today. Oh, I'll practice for an entire day or for 2 hours or for 6 hours, but then for the next 20 days you didn't even think about English. It shouldn't be done this way. Even if you practice for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, it should be done each and every single day. Like I'm speaking, I will speak for around at least 12 to 15 minutes. That is what I am anticipating, and that's what I am trying to do since last many days. And even before, when I was not uploading these videos, then also I would always make sure that I would speak in English with myself. But of course it was not that consistent, and it was not that deliberate as it is now. Because now the very first thing that I do before starting any of my serious work is, of course this is also one of my serious works. So the first probably the first serious work is always to speak about any damn thing. Like I'm speaking about any damn thing, right? Any random thing. What I'm speaking about, I'm speaking about this the English speaking thing and stuff. And I will definitely talk about what are my goals for today, agenda for today basically. Yeah, they are very minute goals which will eventually help me in achieving my big goal or big goals, right? So yeah, I will definitely talk about that as well. Firstly, let me clear this thing. So just we just have to create an environment. We just have to speak. This is something, this is something stupid that I do. But I feel good, I feel good while doing this. and after doing this as well. Right, guys. So just speak, create an English environment. What was the main thing I was talking about? Yeah. So today, basically, I will be uh, firstly, and basically, these are fillers, right? These are not good words. They are not very attractive. Definitely, even if you use these words, you definitely are counted as an English speaker only, because the ultimate thing, you are a speaker of a language if you are able to make other people understand. You're a speaker. But I'm just talking about the quality of the language. So I will also reduce to use these firstly basically sort of fillers. Earlier I used to use a lot of now I believe I have reduced using because is also filler. Instead of using it's better to take a pause. Instead of using basically firstly, it's better to take a pause, or rather than firstly, first is much better and more appropriate, I would say, in my opinion, so far, in my understanding, so far, whatever understanding I have for the language. And of course, I'm growing daily, because I'm working on it daily. So yeah, today, uh, I'm gonna see videos, or maybe I'm going to read as well. I don't know, I'm not sure about reading, but I'm definitely sure about this watching stuff, that I'm going to watch at least a couple of videos, a couple of good serious videos, good quality videos, I mean to say, about the history of humans, like the Homo sapiens, our evolution and everything. And specifically, not just the history or evolution of humans, but majorly about how we humans started certain civilizations, how that civilization thing happened, and how we evolved with those civilizations, how these religion things come up, and you know how we did things, and what exactly happened uh, to reach the level that we have, to reach the time that we have right now. I mean, you can say from the medieval history, almost the medieval history time, till the modern history, right? So I'm gonna see that sort of videos in order to gain some more knowledge, because I just want to know how we specifically, if I talk about India, not if not entire world, how we evolved in India. I mean, how things happened with humans in India. What is our history? Uh, where we came from in India, the people we are living, because earlier the entire we all know that the Mughals invaded here, and Aryans, even before the Mughals, Aryans came, and they were the migrants. So technically, if we consider that thing to be truth, ultimately we all are migrants, and we are not the natives of this place of India. It didn't happen that we evolved from the very beginning here in India only. We also migrated from somewhere. I just saw a very 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 tiny video which I didn't understand much, so I will give it another shot. uh, that we also migrated from somewhere, from where I don't know. uh, when we migrated here, then of course the civilization thing definitely happened, and those religious things happened. Then invaders came, you know various types of invaders came, the battles happened and the wars happened and everything. And then the Mughals came. Even before Mughals, those the Maurya Empire was there, and many empires and dynasties were there. Then Mughal Empire came, which was the most prominent one, which covered almost the entire India. Then came the Britishers, and Britishers covered literally entire India and the nearby geography. And we all know, what was the impact of the Britishers. And then, when Indian fought and this World War thing happened, some people say, I'm nobody to say, I'm just quoting whatever I've heard so far, that it was not the efforts of the freedom fighter. Of course the efforts were there, but their efforts were not as significant or as impactful to throw down the Britishers to their respective countries. It was basically the World War, and during the World War, the Britishers lost a lot of their strength and everything, and they found it very difficult to manage or to administer the respective countries they had ruled at that point of time. So they decided to lose their grip and strength from certain countries and focus on some other countries only. So the countries from where they lost their grip uh, was countries where India was also one of those countries. So this is how we got independence, and this freedom fighting and everything was just the tooth of an elephant, which is seen but is not required to be eat, something of that sort. Again, I'm just quoting whatever I have seen, heard, or read somewhere. I don't know how true it is, because of course I was not there, and even if I would have been there at that point of time, I would have got no idea, because I would have been probably been a normal citizen only, and a normal citizen generally doesn't have a lot of idea about how the things are going on. For example, like currently also I'm a normal citizen, and I don't know how government is doing its respective things, how the diplomacy is going on between the nations, and what are the actual things going on, right? So I'm not the one who knows it exactly, and most of the normal citizens, most of the civilians don't know what all these things. It's just the people who are at elite level, who are at the authority level, they know things uh, pretty clearly and pretty much in depth. Okay, so I'm uh, going close to 12 minutes in this video. Yeah, so this is the agenda that I told you, that I will be watching a couple of videos related to this thing, only related to how things happened in India, especially from the medieval time and till the modern times. So the history of that particular time only. I'm not gonna see or read about the history of how humans evolved initially, or when the first cell happened, or how life happened on the planet. Though there is a very good video made by Dhruv Rathi, for those who love Hindi, who love watching that content, their respective content in Hindi. So Dhruv Rathi has made fantastic video. It is a very well explained and very well demonstrated video by him. We all know how good videos he makes, and I've also seen that video from where he has uh, talked about each and everything right from the very beginning, how life happened. Even forget about life, he has also talked about how that big bang thing happened, and how this universe got its own place, and how it is expanding, and how after many years, by many years, maybe even maybe millions or billions of years later on, how life happened, how the first cell uh, happened to on our planet, and how the first creatures or the first life creatures happened, and then how even millions and billions years later on humans evolved, those homo sapiens things and everything. So it's a very long story, it's a very long history, billions or maybe I don't know trillions of years old history we all have. This entire universe has specifically. I'm talking. I'm saying this thing in a lot of detail. I don't know why I was just trying to make things short, but it's okay. It's not that okay, I understand, but still it's okay. Please, sorry, please forgive me. So yeah, but I'm definitely gonna watch my videos in English, because not only I will be gaining some knowledge, at the same time my command on the English will also sustain, and hopefully and fortunately will get better as well. So I'm definitely going to watch the videos in English only. Of course, it will be difficult for me to understand the first attempt, because the terminology is absolutely different from the normal day-to-day talks, and it's completely fine. Because if I'll give multiple shots to that particular video, at least 2 to 3 shots, 4 shots, 5 shots, maybe even I can also give 4 to 5 shots as well, in order to understand things better, in order to understand two things better: the context or the concept that I'm gonna say, because I just want the understanding really well, and at the same time the English is of course a byproduct, and that is another thing that I'll be getting in a much better way. So maybe I'll be learning some more words and phrases, and you know the correct terminology related to this particular space. If you guys want to have one-on-one speaking session practice with me, if you guys think you don't have anybody to speak with, but you want to speak with me, I'm giving you this opportunity. I'm inviting you guys, so you guys can speak with me just by clicking on the link. I've shared the same link in the description of this video and in the pinned comment. You can check either of the links because both the links are same, and you guys can get connected with me. We will definitely have a talk, a conversation with each other. I was someone, let me tell you about myself. A brief introduction is very much important. If you guys don't know me yet, I was someone who couldn't frame even a single sentence in English. Honestly speaking, my English was not pathetic. It was not poor. It was not bad. It was not even there. It was zero. I couldn't frame even a single sentence in English. You know what I'm saying? So from that time till here, whatever English level I have, I know my English level is not that good. It is not even good. It is not even decent. It is not even decent. I think what I consider my level to be is okay enough, fair enough. A person who can at least have conversations. I can at least make you understand. I can at least understand you. I can become a part of some basic conversations in this language. That is the kind of level that I have. This is the amount of confidence that I have in myself, that yes, this is the level that I have reached. But definitely, there is a long way to go. There is a still there is a lot of time and maybe a lot of efforts are still required for me in order to become an absolutely, oh my goodness, sort of fantastic speaker of this language and overall, right? So I know that I'm way 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 way, 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 way too far from reaching that level. I understand, but I'm working each and every single day. I know that I know what I am. I am not delusional. I'm not someone, oh, I'm great, oh, see, I'm speaking for last 15 minutes, last almost 17 minutes. Most of the people can't speak even for a minute. I'm speaking for 17 minutes, that too on every single day basis. See how good I am. No, I know what I am. I know my level. It's not good to be delusional. Again, exceptions are always there. There are different contexts to it as well. I'm not going into that debate. But as far as knowing our abilities is concerned, we should not be delusional. At least in knowing our weaknesses, right? We must know our weaknesses. At least we must have some good idea about our weaknesses, and especially those weaknesses which, if get converted into strengths, we can achieve a lot. We can do so good in our life. At least we should not be delusional in those areas for those particular weaknesses. Thank you so much, guys. I've already talked about how you guys can reach out to me and can have a one-on-one speaking session practice. And other than that, if you want to say any damn thing, you can leave that down in comments. I really hope something out of this video was of some help to you, and wishing you guys all the best. Always praying for your betterment, always praying for my own betterment and my family betterment and all of your family's betterment and the betterment of this entire world. May we get some good knowledge and some good awareness, morality, ethics, and this world becomes an even better place to live. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.